I now invite the Assembly to consider Agenda Item 11, closing of the session. I would like to first invite Mr. Christopher Chin from the NGO Major Group to deliver a closing statement on behalf of all major groups and stakeholders. Mr. Chin, the floor is yours.
Merci, Madame la Présidente, and good afternoon. Honorable heads of state and government, excellencies, distinguished delegates, dear colleagues, ladies, gentlemen, and all gentle persons. I represent Coare, the Center for Oceanic Awareness, Research, and Education, and this afternoon I have the honor to address you all on behalf of the 9 major groups and stakeholders. We would first like to thank the government of Kenya for its hospitality and generosity in hosting these meetings and in welcoming their delegates. In some ways, it is hard to believe that 50 years have passed since the inception of the United Nations Environment Program. In that time, UNEP has made tremendous advances for the environment. The member states of the Environment Assembly, its observers, and civil society have collaborated in ever-increasing ways to help protect our planet, its diversity, and the flora, fauna, and peoples who inhabit it. Wednesday saw the passage of numerous meaningful declarations and resolutions at UNEA, including one of the greatest gifts possible for UNEP's 50th birthday, the adoption of a resolution to end plastic pollution, addressing the full life cycle of plastics. Our collective and individual understanding of plastic pollution and its impacts on the environment, social justice, and human health has evolved greatly over the years and has led us to this historic event. This particular resolution was the culmination of several years of work and exemplifies the power of multi-stakeholder dialogue. The standing ovation we all witnessed is a testament not only to the significance of this achievement, but to our collective and innate desire to truly and literally change the world. It is this evolution of understanding that must be embraced and carried with us into the next 50 years and beyond the 2030 Agenda, beyond the Sustainable Development Goals. It is crucial that UNEP is a strong advocate for the environment and takes leadership in implementing and enforcing all existing environmental policies and environmental rule of law. Our challenges will continue to evolve as well, and in order to tackle them most effectively, we would be best served by recognizing and addressing issues early on before they reach the point of urgency. The fact that some multilateral environmental agreements take so long to negotiate is a simple reflection of the fact that each member and party bears its own priorities and circumstances. However, it is critical to remember that we are all interconnected, that our nations comprise our peoples, and that our peoples are nothing without a healthy environment. Most often, we consider the health of the environment separately from human health and well-being, when in fact they are inextricably intertwined with exacerbated impacts on women, indigenous peoples, and vulnerable populations. Sustainable food systems are also intertwined with all environmental issues, and we call for appreciation of the important contributions of farmers, landless peasants, and others producing food that are under pressure. Nature is not just something we enjoy on holiday or somewhere we go when we require a respite from the stressors of daily life. A healthy environment provides the food that nourishes us, the water we drink, and the very air that we breathe. A healthy environment is a healthy and safe environment is a human right, a basic need for all living species, including animals. We must embrace and defend the human right to a clean, healthy, and sustainable environment is recognized by the Human Rights Council, Resolution 4813. As leaders, as spokespersons, and as humans, we also need to recognize the fundamental rights of nature as a primary underlying principle of environmental law. We must eschew false solutions and move past mere rhetoric. We can no longer put profit before planet, and we can no longer put profit before people. No one's convenience and no one's paycheck is more important than the health and resilience of our environment. A healthy environment is the basis that supports all endeavors and livelihoods. Turning back to the historic agreement and commitment to begin negotiations for a new legally binding treaty to address the full life cycle of plastics, this marks a new page in the chapter of life on Earth. Negotiations will certainly bear challenges, but this formidable step in the right direction inspires us and gives us hope that meaningful change lies ahead. This will only be achieved with the support of civil society, and we stand ready to continue to work collaboratively to face and overcome current and future challenges. We call for an end to conflict, for peace, and for social and environmental justice. Let us dream of and then create the changes necessary to improve the world in which we all live. Let us protect, preserve, and restore this planet's opulence, not only for our children, but for theirs. Merci encore pour la parole, Madame la Présidente.
Thank you for giving me the floor, Madam President.
Merci beaucoup. Merci, Monsieur.
Thank you, Mr. Chin, for your participation, very active participation in the major stakeholders, and especially for reminding us the inalienable rights of the environment. I will address you both in English and in French. And
Thank you very much. I now give the floor to the European Union to deliver a general statement. European Union, you have the floor.